Don't look under the internet.
It's not gonna get any better than this. Let's hit that gosh dang record button. You already hit the record button. It's been rolling.
And you'll never guess for how long.
More than a minute? 30?
What is your target time, Mike?
Minute 27.
No.
Damn.
What is the time that you hover around all the time?
Like a minute 24?
You do, and I say you're 2 seconds too fast.
So it's a minute 22?
You nail on the head this time.
Okay.
Everyone celebrate at Mike.
Is that enough emotion for me?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Don't Look Under the Internet.
We are fucking excited to do this episode tonight. This whole topic we've been covering, as you know from last week, is just spooky, awesome, game related.
Very excited.
Kind of hits all the points that we want to incorporate into our spooky cast of the pods. So,
and this is part 2.
Are you Michael Caine? Right?
I am Michael Caine.
Oh no,
Pasta wine.
All right, this is Michael Caine is joining us in the studio. Everybody, this is exciting.
Why do we fall short?
Tangerine.
Shall we get back? Anyway,
but
I
I'm
got
Jason.
you all. I'm not.
What is happening over there?
Sorry.
Did you just fart?
Did you just
No, it's your
design a new asshole for yourself?
Futon. Yeah, it's also your futon. Who are you?
I'm Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
I think so.
Okay.
And
good.
I'm
Just
Michael.
checking.
I'm Michael Caine. I went through speech therapy, and now I sound like this. Some
And
say
now
it's worse.
You don't stop every sentence with a hard letter. Just
Ordinary.
At least I don't talk like a fucking chimney sweep. Like,
chim chimmery, chim chimmery.
Gonna blow out speakers. Anyway, Doug, go. How are you?
I'm good. So today we're gonna be hitting you guys right in the butt sack of with Ben Drowned Arc 2.
Is it weird that
I have one of
as
those?
you started that sentence, that is the exact sentence that I thought of?
I wanted to say like ball sack, and then my brain was like, "Don't do it.
Oh.
Say something better." And
Butt
I was
sack.
like, "Butt sack."
Before we actually start the episode, we would like to give a big old Diluti
Oh
thank you.
my God.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Our very, very first Patreon supporter.
Nicole.
Nicole from California
California.
decided that we are deserving of money.
Thank you. Not a lot of people think that.
We from all jokes aside, we really fucking appreciate that. Like,
We really
actually,
do.
you have touched our hearts.
I can't. Okay, Nicole, wherever, whatever part of California you're in, please take to heart that we have literally been talking about your patronage to us
For
the past 48 hours.
Yeah.
And that's all we've been talking about.
we will let everybody know a little prerequisite. Is that the word I'm looking for?
I doubt it, but what's
Okay, cool.
what's
Well,
the rest of that
Just
sentence?
because we're so new, and our Patreon is like a brand new thing to us. That some things, if you go to a certain tier, some things might take a while to get out to you, and that's a Patreon thing. Just want to say we appreciate you. Whatever you signed up for, you are gonna get. And thank you again, Nicole. You have 2 options right now. Either one,
Are you
I
setting
can
an
give you.
ultimatum for someone
Yes.
who's deciding to pay
Yes.
us money?
No,
Okay.
Nicole, you have 2 options right now. One, I could give you a raspberry if that's your choosing, or 2, I could kiss your dad. I'm gonna kiss right now in about 3 seconds. Make a decision. If you don't have your dad with you, go get him. I'll wait a second. Check my clock here. Okay, is your dad with you? Great. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. No, Doug, we don't eat. We don't eat people.
Sorry, I got confused.
Thank you so much, Nicole. It means the world to us. This is a passion project for the 3 of us. We all love this weird internet crap. Not a lot of people do. Not a lot of people know about it. And we would love to bring this to more people. And your support is what is doing that.
What is our Patreon?
It's patreon.com/deludipod.
Cool, I didn't even know that. But Nicole did.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicole, for having more knowledge than I do about my own podcast.
You can find the support link in all of our episodes.
Probably in the link tree somewhere as well.
Probably
on YouTube as well.
It's probably everywhere you can find us. So if you like what we do, if you're enjoying us as people, which you need to fucking set the bar higher, please.
You might want to go see a therapist or something.
But seriously, thank you so much. This means the world. We will promise we will bring you more quality content. I can't guarantee everybody will find it funny or terrifying, but there'll be words involved. That's the only thing
we will be saying words at people.
That's where the bar is. Just there will be words.
Yeah.
It's like that movie, There Will Be Blood, but there will be words.
Well, enough of our gushing over our fans, which, again, we appreciate.
We're not going to stop doing that.
No, we won't. Just remember, if you guys do anything for us, we're gonna be talking about it a lot, and you won't even know. So.
Yeah, we already love what we're doing here, but the support from the community around
My
us
ovaries exploded.
Yeah. We're all pregnant now because of your love.
I am super pregnant.
Thank you,
Your
Nicole.
love impregnated me.
You've made us all pregnant.
You're the father.
You hear that, Nicole? We're going to be expecting that child support
You're
soon.
going to be a dad. You better be prepared. You a dad.
I don't know if this is the way to go.
No.
What
But
are we
here
talking
we are.
about today?
Fair.
All right, guys, let's get into Act 2. So, Been Drowned.
Part 2.
Small recap.
Yeah.
Creepy. Majora's Mask ARG. Kid finds a game starts to haunt him. We go into this kind of, downward spiral of this man being just fucked with completely by a computer.
Follows him, gets loaded into his computer, eventually starts fucking with that, basically eliminates all hope of sanity, and I think where we left off was...
We left off with one final upload on the YouTube channel that was filled with ciphers, and then those ciphers led us to a certain website.
And what is that website, Doug?
Mike, you shouldn't have done that. And you know why? Because those multiple messages that were found on Jadusable's activity log, those 5 ciphers actually led people to an important tech support forum. From this tech support forum, this is where we found out that you shouldn't have done that .net is where he was trying to lead everyone. So,
that's pretty...
Yeah. I mean...
I could have guessed that, I think.
You could have.
I never would have.
It's a really short post, too. You see, a small, little log between, 2 users talking about, a .net domain, kind of not working. And then he says he did this thing, and then the actual admin was just you shouldn't have done that. And so we get this kind of oh, you shouldn't have done that. We've seen that before, and we keep seeing .net everywhere, so...
Can I just say that I absolutely love the interaction between Ben and, the people who are following along with this whole thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And we're going to get into that in, a way deeper kind of just absolute... Oh, God, I want to call it a brain fuck, but, it just...
Yeah, I would say hunker down, kids, because the first one was a fun audio drama. This is going to get a bit more into the details of everything, so...
Don't worry, we're not going to break down every letter that we see or anything like that.
Yeah.
We've done a fuckload of research. Oh, we're not supposed to swear for a minute, right? I think we're good.
We're way past a minute. We're
for
at
sure
minute
past
10
a
now,
minute,
homie.
Yeah. I'm just making sure. Did we
Fuck.
swear? Oh, well.
Heck.
Yeah, no, so the first leg of this whole adventure is basically just following someone through their experience with a haunted video game cartridge. This is kind of where the whole thing gets way, way, way crazier, way more involved, and way more interactive.
Oh, yeah. This is where the creepypasta turns into an ARG, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And if you couldn't tell by the fucking content of the first episode, it's a fucking ARG. So, that being said, what else would we be covering? I mean, get your head out of your ass.
You know what we're about.
So, yeah, like I said, you get these two important takeaways from the tech site, which leads us to you shouldn't have done that.net. This website appeared to be the home of a cult called the Moon Children, which another reference to Majora's Mask.
Mm-hmm. Who are the Moon Children?
Mike, take it away.
Oh no. Well, there's Sally.
No, so
There's Tipsy
No,
Whipsy.
I kind of want to hear more about this.
There's Tipsy Whipsy. There's Lala, Poe, Garfield,
Okay.
Gargamel.
and Gargamel and Hall and Oates. They're all the Moon Children.
We hit it. We got the one.
Gargamel.
Give me an applause. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
very welcome.
Thank you. No, stop. You're too much. No, stop.
No, really, stop.
Okay. Is it quiet enough to continue? Now the live studio audience that has been here for the last 3 weeks.
They haven't eaten.
Yeah, we haven't fed them.
We locked them in here.
If you buy tickets to our show, we're not feeding you.
Yeah, bring.
Well, at least
food.
I'm not.
I want you to smuggle in any kind of food, booze, drugs. You can do that. We don't have security. Just.
We don't have a live show either, so.
But if we did.
Who are these Moon Children?
Alrighty. Getting back on track. As you know, as you don't know, actually, the Moon Children from the game, for lack of better understanding, I guess, are kind of these like kids that technically are supposedly like living in the moon and worshiping the moon. Without giving too much away at this point, we'll leave it at that. But
yeah, at this point, all we know about the Moon Children is that they value the moon.
yeah, and specifically Luna.
Right.
My cat?
Yeah.
No.
She's very cute.
She's
very
fluffy
cute.
as fuck. Not as fluffy as that bunny. Anyway, Moon Children. I'm trying. Okay, my resolution for this episode is not to take us from one topic and then take 9 steps in a different direction.
Yeah, let's.
Well, we're doing that now. Doug.
Okay, so you get to this website. It's the home website or home forum, whatever you want to call it at this point, for the Moon Children. They are a cult, and this. I'm gonna kind of explain the website to you guys for the most part.
Please.
So, when you get to the website, you see 7 main tabs, which I'm gonna go over first. You've got your homepage. You've got a tab called Creed, a tab called About, a tab called Theories, a tab called Contact Us, a tab called The Truth, and a tab called Search. The homepage was somewhat of a forum almost for the moderators to like leave a little comment about themselves or just kind of, welcome people onto the website. You can see kind of almost like a communication log between the people that are moderating the site.
Is the site still up?
There's a remake of the site as it was in all of its different forms, which we'll go over a little later.
Yeah, like if you went to this actual site now, you would just see the very last thing.
Well, no, you'd actually see all forms of it on the site currently. On the homepage, you can see communications from a few moderators. You've got Ifrit, Neko, Duskworld23, and Drowned. Yeah, right. A lot of things kind of coming to fruition here. We got a lot of different terms and
that last one though.
Oh yeah, Mr. D perchance. Ooh.
Oh,
Mr. Drown's my father. Call me bad.
the buzzwords are making my pants tighter.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Oh god.
So looking at the homepage, you see Ifrit. He welcomes users to the website, along with some like random tech website updates that he's kind of just mentioned in his post. And then we have Neko, who mentions his excitement for his upcoming ascension.
So this is a cult, right?
Oh yeah.
Because the only times I've ever heard the words ascension used in anything are either a cult or Rick and Morty, the episode about a cult.
You know what other cult uses the term ascension and they call themselves the Ascended?
Are you about to talk about Jim Jones here?
No, Kanye Quest.
Oh. Hey, remember that one time that we tricked Mike into thinking that we were doing that?
We'll cover
wish I
Kanye
could've-
Quest at one point, but that's a bit too deep for right now.
We're gonna do it when Mike least expects it.
Yeah, we're gonna. Oh man,
They're gonna have these-
I have some good ideas.
Cool.
We'll talk later.
Not with you, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're not
Mike,
invited.
go look up the hibernation route of bears. And I'll be like, okay. And then I'll get all this research prepared, and you guys will be like, so Kanye Quest.
I'm pretty sure you would just leave if that happened. Let's find out.
Slam door.
Oh, fuck.
All right, back on topic here. So, like I said, Neko mentions that he has this excitement for his upcoming ascension, and I'm kind of nutshelling all of these. There's a lot of other texts that they're saying, but there's so much content in Arc 2 and Arc 3 that like we really kind of have to pick and choose the most important things that we want you guys to understand about what's happening.
Get ready for a TLDR.
Yeah. If we covered everything about this arc and the next one, this could be, I don't know, 6 months worth of episodes. Like that, it's insane. If you guys have, again, I know Mike said we don't want to make it a trend to say follow along at home, but it's gonna help. You're gonna see what we're talking about. You can visit these sites now. It's not gonna be the same condition as it was, but a lot of them are. Like Doug had just said, this website has been recreated by someone who has put every element that's been shown throughout the entire ARG arc. Yeah, because I'll get into it and you'll understand what I mean by every version of this website. I'll get into that very, very shortly here, but you can follow along on the website. You can follow, there's actually a wiki for this whole thing, which is amazing. Highly recommend you take a look at that. You can go to their YouTube channel, the Jadusable YouTube channel. Yep. There's a lot of different ways to follow along on this one, so buckle up, bitches. I will say, if you go to Jadusable's YouTube channel, be prepared to have the reverse song of healing stuck in your head forever. Yeah, it's fantastic. But I hear it when I go poop. I hear it when I go to sleep. I hear it when I go poop again. It's just... I've been hearing that laugh still. Is that... Okay, never mind. Keep going. Anyways, so, yeah. So, like I was saying, Neko still excited for their ascension, but then we get Duskworld congratulating Neko on a successful ascension and mentioning that this is the youngest person ever to ascend without incident. Without
just like breaking a leg on the way.
Without incident? What does that mean?
Honestly, I don't really know.
What is it that...
There's some things we could take away from it that I'll,
We'll let you get to that, for sure.
I was thinking that little like sign where it says like 0 days since last incident, and it said like 48, and then fucking what's his name again?
Neko.
Neko has to go up there with like a piece of chalk and like, for fuck's sake, and like change it to a 0.
Yeah, pretty much. So and then we get our last little welcome message from Drowned. His post is just a message that says, you shouldn't be reading this, and when you hover over his avatar, which they all have a different avatar, you can kind of see that some of them are just like shapes and like I almost want to say
deviant art ass shit.
Yeah, but then you get Drowned, which is like kind of a picture of a guy like wearing like a gas mask, and then you hover over his avatar, and it becomes the elegy statue. So, some other notable posts on the homepage can be found in what's called the guest book, and you can see a lot of the Moon Children, quote unquote, kind of talking back and forth, making posts, just talking about random stuff. So, the Moon Children, it's just the users kind of on the site, like you said, Neko, Drowned, Duskworld, Ifrit. Yeah. So like, there's actually way more than that, but those aren't the moderators. You have the moderators, and then you have whoever's a part of this cult so far are like logged in and like able to chat. And now keep in mind, this is day 1 of the website being live. Okay. And you'll hear them talking about that. So in the guest book, actually 2 users are talking about, like, one user starts saying something, and I just want to preface this before we go any further. This is all fiction. None of the things talked about on this are real or happening. This is all part of the ARG, so don't freak out. Don't get your...
Wait.
It's very... The next part is very topical to today's world.
What I'm going to say in the next minute is going to be very, very not okay.
Is it about the C word? Corona?
Croissant?
No,
My
no.
croissant! I almost dropped my croissant!
No, I don't think it's croissant.
No, don't listen to them. This is entirely real. Okay, continue, Doug.
Anyways, so yeah, like I said, users are talking on the guest book. One user starts talking about how they've just had too much going on in their lives. They're kind of just sick of it, and that he's gonna wake up tomorrow, grab his dad's 9mm, and just pull the trigger at school until he can't pull the trigger.
This isn't
anymore.
real. This isn't real. Don't worry, it's not real.
Yeah, it's not real at all. So everyone knows. But then another user chimes in, is like, yeah, man, I've been feeling the same way. Like, I'll join you.
So
And then
wait,
This is the funnest cult to be part of, isn't it?
who just plans mass shootings?
Yeah, what the fuck?
But this could be considered part of their ascension, and they want to bring as many people with them as they can.
Is this like ancient Egypt, where if you were buried with your treasures, like you bring them with? So
Your cat.
But if you kill like people and then you die, like you bring those people with you?
Use Kool-Aid.
I don't actually know. I don't really know how ascension
Give 'em a-
works in this cult. There's a lot of reading you can do on this, but as far as the actual ascension process goes, I don't know what's considered ascension and what's considered suicide.
Give the people a pamphlet
this
before
point-
you shoot them. Just be like, Ascensions and you. And just let them decide.
I will say, I think some of those answers might come out on our next episode.
I think so as well.
Is there a pamphlet that they give you in the
Yeah,
next
I'm going to
one?
hand out pamphlets to everyone who downloads. I'm going to show up at their house and be like, here,
The Ascension and you.
I'm going to track you. And
Small pamphlet. Continue.
Anywho, so yeah, the guest book has people talking about random shit. Like I said, they start talking about a mass shooting, which is not great, but it is one of the things they talk about. But there's one other really important part in the guest book that we see on day one, and that's somebody asking, "Where's Alex?" When the blackout happened, Alex disappeared. Now, the only notable instance of anyone named Alex we get is from Jadusable's uploads. We see him talking about not knowing that he posted these 2 videos of gameplay from The Vampire Masquerade
right.
and Prototype. So,
Is that
Prototype...
Go ahead. You're about to explain it. Cool.
Yep, Prototype is a pretty awesome game. I
It
played both. They're
fucks
actually
up.
really
Yeah.
fun.
People don't like the second one, but
I
think,
love it. I think it's better.
Thank you. I think
Yes.
it's a lot better.
It's really good. I have the Steelbook version of it.
You get
at
to call
home,
those
and it's
like
really good.
demon dog things on people.
Yes.
There's so many more
Kicks ass.
mutations. Like, it's better looking.
It's
I don't know,
just, I love the open worldness to it because you're just like running up buildings and fucking like
you can
dive
hunt
bombing
whoever the fuck
and,
you
like-
want.
Yeah,
It's so good.
it's a really good game. But the main character's name is Alex Mercer.
Oh, what a
Yes.
weird connection.
So we have that small connection when we say, "Hey, where's Alex? This blackout happened. We don't know where he is." And yeah, so people kind of don't know where this quote unquote Alex is at the moment, and we kind of don't really know anything about him right now. So that kind of covers the home page. So I'm going to go into all the other tabs real quick because this whole website is like the main basis of
It's like the
R2.
hub, right?
Yeah.
Where everyone goes to kind of learn anything about this arc.
Yeah, and this is where the community really got to step in and start being like, "Whoa, what's this page? What's this page? What's going on this page? Like, what's this?"
Whoa.
Wow. But yeah, so now we go to our first tab, which is called Creed. And the
Brad?
yeah. I
God damn
know.
it.
Basically, the Creed page just kind of explained that there's some ceremonial chants and that masks are a part of these rituals. They're a very big part of the Moon Children.
Masks, you say?
Max.
One more time?
Massacres.
He's getting there. We just got to keep giving him words of encouragement.
Give him a treat every now and then.
Yeah. You want a treat? say it right. Your allergies are back. Anyway.
So,
Oh, I didn't mean that to make fun of you. I was just masks as in like Majora's Mask. Whoa.
crazy how that works out, right?
I love all my friends.
But yeah, so this cult is very big on their masks. They're very big on the whole ceremonial part of everything that's going on. And in their special thanks portion of this tab, they mention a special thanks to a user named Rosa. So now that we've mentioned Rosa, this brings us back to Alex in a way. We have the Jadusable YouTube channel, which had the 2 videos, like we mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have Rosa, who is from
Brooklyn
the
Nine-Nine.
Vampire.
I'm sorry, you were saying?
I agree with you full-heartedly because I love her on that show. She's amazing. But no, we actually come back to the Vampire Masquerade video, which is on the YouTube channel, which shows a woman named Rosa talking. So we've got these 2 links right now that we're not really sure what to do with.
You did. I'm sorry. You did not have to go so sexy with that one on that one, Jason. I'm sorry. That really.
Oh, yeah.
I am so
episode
sorry,
has
everyone.
a
You guys are
hard R rating.
troopers for listening to us do these things to your ears.
They choose to do this.
At this point, you should know that we're gonna
You know
earfuck
who
you.
we
I
are.
guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Next time
yeah.
we'll be naked when we record.
Who says we're not now?
That's a good point.
They don't know that.
I'm straight shirt cocking it right now. I'm just got a tank top.
If you want to see this, subscribe to our top tier Patreon.
Our god tier.
Yeah.
Oh god. Anyways, so yeah, they mentioned a special thanks to Rosa, and that's kind of all we get from that. So we're gonna move on to our next tab, which is the theories tab. This tab is kind of crazy. It's got just a ton of theories about apocalyptic things and how the Moon Children's main goal was to bring about the end of the world. The original theory is that the Moon Children, a Moon Children, like the first user, or I guess the first cult member. I want to say user because I'm thinking internet stuff because we're on this forum. But
Well, you can say user, and I mean it's a cult gathering on a website. I think username checks out.
yeah. But their name was Kelbris, and this person was the first Moonchild to speak to Luna. And actually, you're going to see a lot of stuff involving the number 3. You're going to see a lot of stuff involving Kelbris, but it's really hard from this point forward to know exactly when and who and what is coming out of this user who is what we will call Kelbris. It's pretty awesome. Not going to lie. It makes my pee-pee hard.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
just-
Please, if you're listening, you're obviously interested in this so far because we're, almost half an hour in. If I'm not interested, I think I'll listen for another 30 minutes. Pay attention to these different users because they are going to play parts pretty much throughout the rest of this episode and the next.
Write them on a piece of paper.
Put them in a bowl or a hat and pick one out every 5 minutes and then have a sexual fantasy about that person.
Well, okay. Back on track, I guess. Here we go. We get to the About Us tab. And I know I'm going through these kind of fairly quickly, but like I said, we're trying to kind of nutshell all this stuff. We've got the About Us tab. It linked to a form where you could actually fill out the information, and it was kind of a recruitment form. So if you wanted to join the Moon Children, you could put your name in the hat, essentially, and give them your info, and hopefully you'd get some kind of confirmation that you were added to
The guest list.
the cult.
I'm doing my part.
Achievement unlocked. You successfully joined a cult.
But a fun thing about this page was that users eventually figured out, this is where the internet sleuths come in, that if you added names to the end of the URL to the Contact Us page, you would actually get other pages that came up.
So, like, of the moderators?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So the first page that was found was Ben's page,
Oh, of course.
which isn't a moderator at this point.
No,
Someone
we
just
only have
added the
drowned.
name Ben to the end of the Contact Us form.
If I'm being honest, if I was one of these sleuths going at this when it was first coming out, that is the first thing I
One
would
of the
put in.
first names,
Oh, yeah.
for fucking sure.
Drowned.
No,
Oh,
Ben.
that must be Todd.
Yeah. Todd from the last episode.
Todd
Yeah.
breathed.
I hope.
I don't know. Don't listen to me.
Doug is having revelations inside his own mind that we cannot fully comprehend as mortals.
Words come and do things you don't know about.
Oh,
So Ben's page, being the first to be found, held a countdown timer. And it was set to end sometime the next day when it was found.
You're still laughing about
Todd.
fucking Todd.
Todd breathed.
I don't know. Ben drowned, Todd breathed. You figure it out.
The face Doug had was just like the monkey with the tambourines, and his brain just stopped for a second.
I do a lot of good thinking on this podcast. I just want you to know.
Go ahead. I'll try to shut up.
So like I said,
Lord.
this page held a countdown timer. It was set to expire sometime the next day. This is when people found it. I don't know how they fucking looped all this together that well, but props to the users who found this right away.
Yeah, seriously, the fucking legwork that was needed to piece this shit together is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
We tried our hand at legwork with Deptford, and
We did a fucking decent job with that.
shit
though.
was rough.
Although I will say, the one thing that we missed was the WC Brewery.
Yeah.
no, I mentioned that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and the Tumblr stuff.
Well, I know you mentioned it, but we didn't connect it to WC from Transmissions from Homestead.
Well,
Wesley Carnahan.
I did. I guess I did.
Was I just
mention
stupid?
that. I mentioned it, but I didn't. I guess we didn't connect it.
I think that you just thought that we were all on the same page, and you're like, yeah, that's fucking obvious. WC, Wesley Carnahan. I'm like, over here, like, oh, fuck. 2 weeks later.
Also, fun fact, just in the middle of our fucking episode, the person that made the original Reddit post about fucking Deptford actually reached out and said, "Hey, hit us up if you want more info."
That's right. I still have not. I've been responding to other shit plus surgery.
Plus, I don't want to talk about Deptford County for like a long time.
Yeah, I'm pretty done. I might message him back and just ask for like the lowdown on it and like, why? Simply
what
fucking
is?
why?
What is?
What this is? Thank you.
Yeah, if you ever see a part 2 of Deptford in our
Means we're
our
scraping
log,
the bucket.
well,
This will
or
be 5 years from now.
it's either we are scraping the bucket or we found something pretty fantastic. So
Want to know what else is fantastic?
This
These moon children, am I right?
Huh, yeah.
you mean you don't want to talk about our 2 episodes ago episode for a while?
I mean, I've been trying to talk about Ben's page for like the past like 5,
That's
6
fair.
minutes
Let's
now.
keep moving forward.
So, to reiterate, if you're lost, Ben's page had a countdown timer set to expire the next day. I think this is the third time I've said it now. Not really sure, but
when did it expire?
the next day sometime
Like from now?
from then.
Okay.
Yep. So this page actually held.
Who? Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up before Doug literally strangles me with my own
I
intestines.
think I felt the subscriber count go down a couple.
We only have one. All right, not on Patreon.
It's Ben.
1
You
week.
see what I did there? All right. So, yeah. So Ben's page held the Happy Mask Salesman music in reverse and sped up from the Ben.wmv video. So it was kind of a spooky, weird, random page that just had that countdown on it. Now, Drowned's page was the next to be found. Obviously, if you're going to search thing, it's going to be Ben and Drown, so kind of
Makes
see where they're
sense.
going. This had an image of a large green man with the text, "Dead end, go back."
It was Gumby.
It was
Oh
probably
my
Gumby.
God, fucking Gumby.
I would call him a small man, but that's fine. The title of the page was actually a cipher that, when solved, gave a message that said, "My eyes. They took my eyes." And the image was titled Kelbris.jpg. So that's fucking spook.
I can't wait to find out who.
Yeah, and these are the first 2 pages that people found. I don't know if people found more from here, but these are the 2 main ones that were found once the site launched. So now we go to the tab called The Truth. This contained only a login screen. The source code for the page revealed that the text is it. So I don't know if you guys know this, but when you go on a website, you can right click and you can click inspect.
Right.
It'll show you all the div codes, everything on a
Yeah.
website. Basically, when they did that to this page, it said it's what they don't want you to know. This was on the Truth page, the tab, I should say.
So the tags? Oh, wait, no.
So when you inspect
Oh,
the source on this page specifically,
It literally says.
there was a div tag that just literally had the words. So it was alt text basically
Gotcha.
that said it's what they don't want you to know. But the login information was never found in time to see what the page revealed. So this page was almost like a waste.
Dang.
So no one solved this part.
I will get into that, but yes, for the most part, nobody ended up solving this page, which is really a bummer because I kind of want to know like what would have happened.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So the more users inspected the site, you got more Majora's Mask references they like started to find, which was really cool. Most notably was the banners on each of the individual tabs that you'd start clicking through were all of the different areas that you would actually visit in the game. So you got like the swamps, the mountains, the city, etc. And
That's kind of cool.
And
Yeah.
a tree.
yep, trees.
A big old glorious tree.
Those might make an appearance in all of the Zelda games. I'm not sure.
Definitely no trees in any Zelda game.
No, none.
Let's be real.
Go back, play fucking what's that? The latest one called
Breath of the
Breath
Wild.
of-
Breath
Yeah.
of the Wild. Yeah, play that. You will not see a single tree. Prove me wrong.
You can also speedrun that game in like 20 minutes or
You
something.
literally sprint towards the castle and you just fight Ganon because he's easy as fuck.
Dude,
You can
you
find the-
literally like you have to have a couple of the spells, but like literally you like time stop a fucking like big stone, slam it into the air, and then you just like glide all your way to the castle.
You can find the dark Master Sword in the castle too.
Yep.
You just got to break a wall.
Yep.
So dark.
Plus the Hylian shield. Like you find all the most powerful shit there. And if you're just starting and you get the glider and you just let's stop talking about Breath of the Wild because we could do a whole podcast on that.
Unpopular opinion, I think Breath of the Wild was one of the least Zelda feeling games I've ever played. Actually,
Fuck you! I don't know. Yell that. I'm sorry. That an audience member sounded like.
Someone from New Jersey
Someone was
showed
really
up.
upset about that. I don't know. It just didn't. It felt like an open world RPG than a Zelda game. But besides the point,
We can debate Zelda genres in another,
Yeah,
maybe
right.
a bonus episode. Who
a
knows?
bone. Oh no.
No, we're not doing a boner episode.
Oh.
Unless you really want to know our exact. If you know my penis length, you know Doug's.
Mhm.
Same with our sphincters. We've already been over this.
Size 9?
3.
3.
Whoa, what happened to your sphincter?
Sorry, I was thinking foot.
Okay.
I was thinking teeth size, actually. Sorry.
Teeth, you say.
our resident dental expert.
Orthon is here.
Anywho. Okay, so this is the first day the website is live. So now we enter day 2. This is September 18th of 2010.
Oh, shit.
So 2 hours before that countdown that I talked about on Ben's page was to expire, users found Ifrit's contact page. So they went to the contact page, they put his name at the end, and they got this page that said,
Should you know what questions to ask, the gate of truth will be opened.
so that can be seen on the page as well as an email that was written out in hidden text. So basically you had to kind of like highlight some like black portion of the website to see this hidden text that was on the website because they put like a black on black text. Yeah. So there was a lot of that going on. But users immediately started to contact Ifrit and email him questions.
The
And
fire demon.
Mhm.
yes, that is a thing.
In case anyone forgot.
Ifrit, the tax accountant.
Also, Demon of Fire.
So here's what we learn from the emails that were sent to Ifrit. Like I said, bullet points on this one. There's a lot of different conversations that happen, and I'm not going to read all of them out.
Please don't,
But
because.
Yep.
Cool.
So yeah. So things that we learn that I think are most important are Ben was a member of the cult and ascended. However,
Oh.
his body was never found. This is one of the most important things that Ifrit lets us know. So now we know that not only is Ben a moonchild, but he may not even have been this like kid that died from the game.
Right.
Now we're going into a whole different universe of
Cult
what is
member,
fucking happening.
Right.
Oh, that could have been just a made-up story.
Oh, that's weird. Spooky spaghetti's being made up? No way.
They're all true.
Anything you hear on the internet is not a lie.
Yeah, you can't upload anything to the internet unless it's truthful.
Would you upload
yeah.
a car?
Would you upload a car? Yes, I would if I could.
3D printing.
Yep, I was gonna say I need a 3D printer.
Well, that's downloading a car, not uploading.
Well, somebody had to upload.
If you're gonna upload a car, you gotta shove it into the CD tray of your desktop.
So yeah, we find out Ben is actually a member of the cult. He ascended, body never found. Cool. Second thing we find out is that Rosa is Ifrit's sister. Actually, his sister. He refers to Ben as his brother, but it's not really clear if he meant by blood or if he was just calling him
Like
his
the-
brother.
like a-
you know?
esoteric name for somebody who's a part of a cult with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Got you.
So then we get more information about Alex being missing since the blackout. It's not really more information. It's kind of a reiteration of us knowing that now Alex is definitely missing since this quote-unquote blackout. Then one of the big things, and this is really big actually, is that Ifrit's real name is shown up as Rodney R.
What a name for a fire demon.
Rodney. Rodney the fire demon.
But even though he's listed as Rodney R, his email has him listed as Matt Hubris.
Not any better for a fire demon to be named Matt.
But that last part, Matt Hubris?
What's the last save file that we get from Act 1?
Well, wouldn't you know it? It's Ifrit. It's Matt.
Nope, it's Matt.
Mhm.
So this is
It's
actually a almost like an omen of us learning that Matt, the save file from Arc 1, is actually the next victim.
Oh my god. Mike was right.
Oh my god.
He's even surprised.
That never happens. Everyone at home, clap for me.
So, like I said, we get Link and then we get Matt. So the last two save files are Link and Matt. Basically, users found out that attempting to reset the email password for, we'll call him Matt Hubris from now on, this email led us to a security question. This security question was, the first person I killed to gain entrance to the Moon Children is ... and that's the security question. Now, it's not really, I don't think anyone ever cracked this. I don't think anyone ever got this right. So it kind of just ends there. But this is what we learn about Ifrit. So he is Matt Hubris. Very spicy. Very spicy. Hube. Hube.
You got to keep going, man. I can
All
listen to
right.
you say that word all night.
So 1 hour before the countdown ended on Ben's page, so we got 1 whole hour left. Drown's post was removed from the site, and the music was changed on the website to an even more sped up version of the Happy Mask Salesman song.
Just adding fucking like adrenaline to
Yeah.
get this stuff.
I don't know if either of you guys actually like YouTubed this music.
Yeah, no, I did.
But oh my god,
It's anxiety inducing.
it doesn't feel right at all.
It's like the have you either of you listened to that version of Lose Yourself by Eminem? But the lyrics and the actual music are like half a beat off. Like
Oh, that sounds
the lyrics
miserable.
are a little bit slower than the actual music.
You realize that all I can think about now is Scatman John
Slow down.
slowed down. It is almost spot on how Mike is saying it, and
I know.
I don't know how he does that, but it's fucking amazing.
I don't know.
Yeah, anyways. So this, if you look in the source code for what this song is titled, because you can see that stuff in the source code on web pages, the song is actually titled Matt's Final Hour. Yeah. Well, yeah. Read them and weep. So that's kind of creepy.
Very, very fucking creepy.
So we now find out that this song is called Matt's Final Hour. We have 1 hour on the clock that's ticking down. And users that were still messaging Ifrit at the time we're only getting one last response. And that last response was,
Hang on. Someone keeps knocking at my door.
he failed to respond to anything else after that. So basically, you have all these users messaging him. They have his email. We have this countdown timer going on. We know that it's his quote unquote final hour. And that's the last response we get from him. So it kind of, puts everyone in a anxiety-induced state, not knowing like what is about to happen.
Right.
Well, I'm just in a kerfuffle here. I really am.
Are you, Mike?
Yes, this guy's causing such a brouhaha.
God damn it.
Acting all cattywampus.
I love that word, but also let's stay on track.
No.
Cattywampus.
Do you remember that time we go, let's stay on track, and Mike just went, so Gargamel? That's what this feels like.
Anywho, so Jadusable's YouTube right after this actually then posted an excerpt of the song "Who's That Knocking" by the Genies, and this is a direct reference to Ifrit's last words.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of fun. And then at 9 p.m. that night, a video response is uploaded to the free.wmv called FJ6RT. And this was posted by an account called the Link Missing. The user's name was Alex, and it featured a video of an adult Link playing the Ocarina of Time, playing the Song of Time in front of the moon.
So I'm not gonna spoil anything. Can I just say I didn't realize how important that was until right fucking now?
It's so fucking important because it not only ties Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time together, but like
It ties
literally.
Arc 2 and 3 together too.
Oh my god!
Keep going. We gotta keep going.
It's so fucking good. So okay, so they post this video. Right after this, you shouldn't have done that. .net went down for maintenance. And when I say it went down for maintenance, it was basically sent back in fucking time, which is a direct fucking link to Majora's Mask.
I love this fucking story, this whole experience so goddamn much.
I wish I could go back in time and not sell my Dogecoin when I did because it's worth like double the fucking money now.
Yeah, Mike's playing the cryptocurrency market right now, and it is fucking his ass a bit. Well,
Whoops.
he still made a bunch of money.
I made
he
money,
bought more.
but half as much as...
No, not even remotely. I had 6,000. I bought 300 more. I have 300. I had 6,000.
Just keep buying. Just keep buying.
No.
Hold to the moon.
Hodl. HODL.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this shit got me real excited when I first learned about this because not only was the community having to be like on fucking point with what they were doing, but it basically was a whole night of just like not knowing what was going to happen. So we sent this fucking website back into fucking time, just like in the Majora's Mask game.
Mm-hmm. It's like somebody played the fucking Song of Time.
Well, that's the thing, too, is before, like, the first bits that we heard about this, it was just a story from some guy named Jadusable about a haunted cartridge. Now, like, it's like in real life. Like, people are now affecting the ARG in real time.
I
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
know, and
It's
so good.
Wonderful.
It's
You have a lot more people. Instead of just a story, it's interactive now. You affect it now.
So I was actually going to ask to clarify about like the 2 hours left, 1 hour left kind of stuff. When we say things like there was only this many hours left for whatever reason, it literally means that whoever's doing all of this is literally looking for a response from a real person who is a part of this.
In that time frame, like you have to
Yes.
literally have been sitting there, knowing what's going on, keeping track of the time, just like you would have been in Majora's Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Just exactly like
The
that.
clock
You
is
would-
your enemy in the game and now in real life.
Yep.
and it's fucking great.
It's so
because
fucking cool.
not only does this spark the real like defining moment in the ARG for the community to be a part of everything,
Mm-hmm.
you just it literally it's like a snowball effect.
Yep.
We get all these crazy things that start happening. So like I said, this was at 9 p.m. Now we go to 10:20 p.m. Jadusable's account posts 2 messages. What makes you think I have a Twitter? So desperate for answers. All it has done is thrown you guys further off from the course. Do not mistake my kindness for sympathy. It was amusing to watch you all run around aimlessly, but it is no fun if your mice are too stupid to get the end to the end of the maze. And
Holy shit.
the reason I say it like this is because basically
Sounds a
2
little
Twitter
sassy.
accounts come up that I think we're trying to quote unquote game jack or possibly throw people off, and I think he got pissed off about that.
Guys, I found it's at totally actually Jadusable. I found his Twitter. Whoa.
Well, after these posts come up, literally those two accounts got deleted.
Jadusable
So,
69420 wasn't the actual Jadusable?
Maybe.
69420XX. So this kind of ends the whole this ends that night's shenanigans, for lack of a better word. So then we go to September 19th,
Ooh.
2010. If you
Ooh. Never
never
forget.
We jumped a bit. Only
So
a
the-
day.
So the site comes back up online and basically looks like it's an early production, like it was when users first found the site. Except there's no Ifrit and there's no Drowned mentioned in the homepage like you would have seen before.
Right, they were kind of all over that.
They were. Now we see Ifrit's contact page was replaced with one that leads to a page of just 3 elegy statues and the text that says,
Expecting to find someone else.
so we get this text, but the page has the Skull Kids laugh playing in the background consistently.
Ooh. Too.
Yeah. It is
Ta.
Not gonna lie, I'm actually pretty proud of my impression of
that was pretty good. Yeah, no, you did a very good job. Not going to lie.
Nintendo, please don't worry. I did not take your sound effect. That's just me.
Back off, Nintendo.
Please.
So this is likely a reference to Ifrit being killed before the time reset, which kind of mirrors the mechanics in Majora's Mask, where if you killed a boss during this time, they would no longer exist once the time reset happens.
Right.
So we get a lot of the mechanics from the game, which is just beyond me how they fucking got this shit to pan out correctly, but
It's fucking cool.
it's great.
It's amazing. Don't worry, Doug and I are just gonna slap boners together until we finish, and then we'll move on.
And I'm here too. Don't forget about little old me
We won't forget about you. We're
Oh.
thinking of you.
as you slap junk.
Yeah.
Slap your grundles around.
Our Grundle Thumpers.
Yeah.
Grundle thumper.
Oh.
We thump each other's grundles.
So, Ifrit is now replaced with a new mod named Insidiae, who is now welcoming members, just like Ifrit did, but just completely different person. So users end up finding Alex's contact page through Ifrit's old contact page, which was hidden inside, basically, with just some more menacing text on the page. The truth was ended up changed from a login page to an in progress page, where they mention finding and silencing someone before revealing their intentions. So if you remember from what I said before, when you went to the truth page, there was that this is what they don't want you to know
Oh,
found
yeah,
in
yeah.
the source code.
Yeah.
So we have to assume that someone is trying to put the truth, quote unquote, out into
The truth dot.
the
Text?
users, maybe. But
Well, no, that's it. It's a callback from Arc
first
1.
episode.
oh yeah, no,
Truth.txt.
absolutely, it absolutely is, and somebody is trying to let us as the audience know. Here we are. Let's
Mhm.
go. But it almost seems like the moderator of the website semi doesn't have control over this one random user's
Actions.
yeah, exactly. So
Doesn't that sound familiar?
Just a bit.
no, it doesn't. Never heard of anything ever before.
Oh, well, you see, Gargamel.
He turned Smurfs to gold so he can pay for hookers.
Off topic. So users begin trying all sorts of different pages to find clues on where to go from here. The login page mysteriously now needed a login to access it. pretty much the community was going nuts at this point. So
I
we
can
have
imagine.
we have a reset on the website.
Yeah.
Nobody knows if those things that we found from before are still there. So now everyone's kind of scrambling to find these new pages. One of the users actually uploaded a video response to the free.wmv video with the inverted Song of Time.
Oh.
This is a big step in the whole plot.
Why would you say that?
Because this apparently was accepted, air quotes. I'm doing air quotes so hard right now.
Yep.
Without much context of what it did. So it did trigger an effect.
So simply by posting somebody playing the Song of Time in reverse. So was it just the song, or was it?
It was a video of the inverted Song of Time.
There was no.
So YouTube's fucking weird. You can upload video responses to certain videos, and that's what this
Gotcha.
user did.
Cool.
So Ben responded. Let me say that again. Ben responded.
Damn.
Huh?
I think he wants to drive a point home.
Yes, thank you. Ben responded with a cipher that leads us to the fact that users could now trigger effects by uploading their own videos.
So
Do they have to be Zelda related, or could I just upload me eating
that
corn?
was my question, but less eloquent. Yes.
Yes, they could trigger things by uploading things that happened in Majora's Mask.
So if
Whether
you
it be a
uploaded
song, whether it be an attack, a
Link playing,
spell.
the ocarina for something, you could upload that and something will happen.
Exactly. So now the community is kind of banding together to decide what needs to be played, what needs to be done in response to a certain video.
It's so fucking cool.
So users began starting to upload new videos, and their actions started to open new doors. So here's a list of a couple of the things that happen that actually triggered effects.
Okay.
So we get an upload called New Wave Boss Nova. This was played and used in hopes of being able to contact Ifrit now that he's gone. But instead, we actually got a response from Rosa.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not fucking see that coming.
Nope.
Well, she's the sister.
She is the sister. And now
Right.
the response we got from her is that she said she knew the password to the truth, but could only give it to one person.
Give it to me, my lord. Pick number 3, my lord.
God damn it.
So once we find this out, the Song of Healing was played. Most of the users were actually against this because it immediately made Rosa disappear.
Mm-hmm.
This also triggered a post from Kelbris. Wow.
Yeah, fucking mind blown. Or what?
It was very angry toned, and basically, in a nutshell, it mentioned that he was going to be knocking on some doors.
Ooh, where have we heard that before?
Mm-hmm.
That everything about this goddamn all of it. I love it.
I know. It's just everything ties into each other so well. It's stupid. I
It's
hate
so
it.
good.
It's stupid. I hate it. I love it, but I hate it. But I hate it. I love it, but I hate it.
Oh, I got it. That must be Kelpris. I'll be back in a second, guys.
Okay, go get him in here.
I was gonna ask if it was your allergies, but that's
Hello,
fine.
sir. Sorry, that's my bit. Sorry.
That's the whole thing.
That's it. Yeah. He comes in. We have tea. I kiss his dad. You know the fucking drill by now.
Boy, howdy. So the very last song that's played is the Oath to Order, which was played, and since users had not quite found the equivalent of the 4 giants from the Majora game, this triggered what users believed to be Alex's death.
Hope.
So even though we don't know a whole lot about Alex yet, we now learn that he fucking died.
We murdered him.
And it's
We
on
didn't mean to.
Whoop, sorry about that.
it's honestly on the users. They tried something that was too far advanced for what we were at.
And
Now, we don't know obviously what was supposed to be played, but someone took a chance and it didn't work out.
that's so. Can I just say the fact that somebody put this out into the world, right? and is actually responding to people who are interested in it, and also is not afraid to say, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, right.
It reminds me of D&D real fucking hard.
Oh yeah,
but like way better.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like whoever's controlling everything at this point in time said, I don't give a fuck. Y'all fucked up. Here's the consequences.
Yeah.
And it left the community being like, holy shit, like our actions are legitimately fucking us right now.
They're influencing what's happening.
Majora, ooh, I just killed a man.
All right, so this leads us into September 20th of 2010.
Never forget.
Never forgetty.
Always remember.
So after contact with Rosa, one user decided to upload the Song of Time, which was accepted, and again, time was reset on the website.
Ooh. So we can keep doing this over
So
and
this
over.
is legit Majora's Mask
Yep.
in real life.
Yeah, so
That's
this
so fucking
everybody's
cool.
actions started totally messing with the website. So this was the second time reset on the website. So looking into tags on like many of the videos, they had changed during this reset, and actually now mention that Rosa was trapped.
So, quick question. With these time changes and everything, we did the first one and it brought us back to a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
Did they just do the second one at a different time or the same time to go back to when they went back the first time? That sentence probably did not make much sense. But you know how they went back with 1 hour left. That's when they did it last time. Did they do the same thing this time around?
So I get what you're saying, but I don't think they actually kind of like reference the like countdown timer this time.
Gotcha.
I don't think that was a part of it.
Honestly, now that you say that out loud, it kind of makes me think that was an afterthought.
Yeah, it was like something they missed.
So you submit these actions, and Mike, come on, man.
Stop mocking me.
You submit these actions that influence the story, right? And some of these are to reset some clock that's out there. But I feel like that was added after someone tried to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, the second reset is kind of the community being like, okay, so we have these resets available, but now we need to act very quickly. And once we learn that Rosa is like quote unquote trapped in this loop, many users actually tried to save Rosa and bring Alex back, which actually kind of seemed to be a loss for the users,
Right.
which I'll explain in a second. So once we get to this point, this is when everything comes to a grinding fucking halt, and I wish it hadn't, because we get to this like very real part of the whole ARG, and then like this brick wall comes up, and the actual creator of the ARG steps in.
So up until now, it's been a pretty seamless transition between Arc 1, Arc 2, all the events that have been happening. This is kind of like, the first confirmation that this is indeed an ARG?
Yeah, this is the first time that the creator, whose name is Alex Hall, steps in and says, here we go. So he basically goes, this is an ARG. We can confirm the indefinite shutdown of this ARG due to financial difficulties. I'm no longer able to run this. The last video that he uploaded after this was a re-upload of the truth.rft, and it now included an image of the Happy Mask salesman entitled The Father. So not only did he end the ARG, quote unquote, but he also led us to believe that now the Happy Mask salesman is the father, which we get that reference a couple different times.
He's my dad.
Can I just say, now that we fucking mentioned his goddamn name, massive, massive props to Alex Hall.
Yes. Alex, you are a fucking genius. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
The literal fact that, so I actually emailed him asking, I didn't want to do
Like
this.
approval?
I didn't want to do this any kind of injustice or anything. So I emailed him saying, hey, we're doing a podcast on Ben Drowned. We're going over the whole thing. I'm sure he's received like 1,000 emails on this same subject line. But he responded
Yeah,
saying,
still cool that he responded nonetheless.
yeah, he responded to us saying, yeah, that sounds super awesome. I've never had somebody do a dramatic reading of the creepypasta portion. I would love to hear it. Send it my way when you're done with it. So that's what I'll be doing. And I'm fangirling over here because I fucking love Ben Drowned.
The best
fact
part,
that he's talking to me.
Yeah,
Oh!
the best part is if you're not that big into like the underground of the internet or something, or creepypastas, stuff like that, Ben Drowned is probably in the top like 5 when it comes to known ARGs or like creepypastas. The fact that a man who's like a legend in the creepypasta game is emailing us is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
And not only that, but again, props to you as well, Alex, for being able to create this like story to where you could just openly be like, I can't do this because I'm out of money. And
people are still fucking joining.
Exactly.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like, this is so well articulated, so well thought out, that even though he did kind of experience this like financial difficulty, literally from September 20th of 2010, we jump over to September 21st. He then announces that a generous donation is made and may continue the ARG in the near future. This is how big the community is. This is how well lit the community was.
At this point, and that's what I'm saying, is it's not even the fact that everyone's like, oh, is this real or not? You're just telling such a great story. People want the end of it.
The writing.
Yeah, and it's very well immersed. You get into it. It's interactive, and everyone's just like, yeah, we know this is an ARG. Here's like $5. Fucking keep it going. Like, this is great.
Everyone's super invested, and this, you have to remember, this is the original haunted video game story.
I feel like there's this like perception that he knows how much this means to people, but I don't think he realizes how much this fucking means to people.
Not
because
at the time, hell no. Maybe now, yeah.
This ARG literally has one of the biggest pieces of my heart in the ARG, because it just speaks to my childhood so hard. And like, I know the community is so well like rounded, but like, I wish I could have been a part of this. I wish I knew about this when it was happening. Like, I don't think he realizes how much this means to people.
I'm glad I wasn't, because
I'm
glad I wasn't, because I wouldn't have appreciated it like I am now.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
And it's still, I mean, not spoilers for anything, but it's still kind of going on to this day. I mean, not to
We're not sure if it's actually going to like continue forward on, is what you're trying to say, yeah?
Yeah, it's one of those things where we'll get down to it where it's kind of left open-ended in an essence.
And that's the beauty of it, because if he wants to fucking come back to it, it's right here. Anyway, we're going to stop fangirling about us being in contact with the creator of this ARG, because we are all absolutely fangirling over it. But, sorry, Doug.
Yes, Alex, if you want to do an interview with us, we will gladly do that. That's the last thing I have to say.
I love you.
Mike will kiss your teeth.
And now he won't do that with us.
Well,
so, here we go. So, I was going to say, we did announce that on the day after the 21st, he announces a generous donation. We don't know when the ARG is going to start back up. We kind of don't know what's going to happen in the future. We kind of just have to wait. So, that being said, October 4th, 2010, we have a ton of site changes that start to happen, and users, because the love of this fucking ARG, they notice this. We start to find all sorts of new clues in the source code and ciphers being hidden around the site. This just absolutely blows everyone's mind, and they're like, oh shit, here we go. Like, we got to be ready. We start seeing all these new things. Let's get at it. So this is October 4th of 2010. This is collectively called the glitch in the story. This is awesome. I love this. Mm-hmm. Fucking love this. So, this leads users to find someone called Ryukaki.
Badass name.
Sorry if I said your name wrong.
It's either Ryukaki or Ryukaki.
Either way, this is a really fun part of the story, but because this whole portion is not canon to the storyline, I'm not going to go over it.
Which sucks, because I agree, this is one of the better portions.
This is a fun portion, but it is not canon, and it is
Why do you say it's not canon?
There's a lot of different reasons why this is not canon, and I will let Alex be the determining factor of that whole thing, because if he wants it to be canon, he would have said that, and it is not, and I will not go over it.
I like this, like,
Alex
I mean, you guys can't see it, but he's like
waving. He's
Doug's
fucking...
like on the podium, just like, and I'm telling you right now, it is not canon, like banging.
My arms are going all over the place right now, because this is like a pivotal point in the story, but it has nothing to do with anything.
It's a very interesting read nonetheless, and I would recommend looking at it, but not take it with a grain of salt, like Doug's saying.
So, that being said, we go from October 4th, where the glitch in the game happens, to November 2010.
Is that, I'm sorry, do you think the glitch might have been like a reference to the fourth day glitch from the first arc?
See, I didn't even think of that until you just said that.
It's very possible, but the website never resets. So after this, the website is just what it is.
Well, with the fourth day glitch, that's when everything truly starts to get fucked up, and I wonder if the glitch is supposed to be this Ryukaki character, and it was fucked up. You know what I mean?
Fucking awesome theory.
Yeah, that is really good, actually. I didn't even think about that.
So maybe it may not be canon, or maybe he put it in there to be not canon to follow with the fourth day glitch issue.
Add some kind. Holy shit, Mike! You just blew my fucking mind.
We learn a lot of things doing this, and we don't even know it until we start talking to each other, which is great.
See, I don't have smooth brain.
So I will say, from about November 2010 to about June of 2011, we get a whole bunch of different updates, and this is where things kind of slow down a little bit. So, as I said, we have this collective glitch in the story, but we also have this Ryukaki who essentially game jacks the ARG.
I would honestly say I think my final conclusion on Ryukaki, whatever, is that he's a game jacker.
And I know Alex kind of basically says, hey, yes, this is a thing that happened. No, this is not a canon thing that happened, but hey, it happened, so do what you will with it.
Fun.
It's very Lovecraft of him.
Yeah, pretty much. If you read through the wiki, you'll know that this is not a canon portion of the story. So that's why I'm not going over it. This would make the story go 2 to 3 more hours long, and we're not trying to do that to you guys. We just want to give you what is canon and what is pertinent to the story.
I will say it is very interesting, though. So if this is piquing your interest, go check out Ryukaki's post and all of his changes. But again, not canon.
Yeah. So, like I said, this is when we get to November 2010 to about June 2011 is kind of where the rest of the story takes place. This is when Alex basically describes that he wants to do some Q&As with people. He uploads a few videos here and there to the Jadusable account. Basically, the site ends up going password protected for a while and can still contain some weird things in the source code that had people kind of guessing, like, hey, what's going on? Alex then announces that he's going to be making an actual game for the ARG. Mm-hmm. So he starts calling on admins, he starts calling on all these people to do all this stuff. But there's a lot of pushback of when the date this will be available actually comes out for. Mm. So, we hear, I think he says like the holiday, like December region, right? And then it gets pushed back again.
It's coming Christmas 2000 and
a number
2000 and something. But basically, yeah, it keeps getting pushed back, and he finally ends up having a Q&A with users that took place over the course of an hour. This is his fireside chat, basically.
Yeah.
You can find this online. It's pretty cool.
It's a re-upload more than anything, because obviously all this shit was taken down due to the nature of the content. This is more of like a Q&A to make sure that he knows where he's going with it, making sure that everyone who's a part of it is getting what they want out of it.
Yeah.
Which is super smart on his part. Especially if you can literally break into an ARG like this and say, like, Pause.
Yeah, right. And the
That's
community
amazing.
is just like, oh, this is fine. Like, we want this
Yeah.
to continue. We'll let you pause to give us some, like, hey, here's what's happening.
Right.
But this is the cool thing that happens. Not only does he does this like Q&A with people, but he introduces within Hubris, which is almost a new forum for users to start taking place in. So once he does this, it basically allowed users to continue playing the game. He then uploaded Wayward Horizon within Hubris as a new permanent forum for which the group could basically be logged into the site and start continuing on what Ben Drowned was.
He
So
practically made his own goddamn Reddit.
basically,
For specifically this, yeah.
His own subreddit.
It honestly
Yeah.
goes way more in depth than the way I'm describing it.
Oh, yeah.
But for the sake of time,
If
this
we
is what
described
we were.
every action that was associated with all of these different pieces of information
I'd
right
be
now,
more drunk.
we'd be blackout because this one episode would be 6 fucking hours long.
Yeah. But like I said, he starts reaching out for mods and people to finally get this ball rolling again. And to no surprise, it was followed up with even more ciphers, even more codes for the users to kind of take part in. But it was almost like these ciphers and codes weren't really directly related to the Ben Drowns ARG. It was kind of like here's what I'm doing in the meantime. Here's
Filler.
what keeps you guys going while I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this ARG. So, that being said, July 15th, 2011, Alex puts the game on hiatus indefinitely.
Oh.
And it's really sad because everything was really, really cool. I know it was a whole lot of time and it probably required a whole lot of fucking money. So I don't blame him at all for doing this.
It's so in-depth, it's so involved, it's so amazing.
As is any good ARG, we kind of get left on this note where it doesn't kind of end up going anywhere, which is really sad, But we cannot blame him for not having the time to basically come in touch with... Come in touch? What did I just
I'm
is that
waiting
a-
for the end of that
is that a gas
sentence.
station?
He
Is what I'm
basically couldn't
Is that
support his...
Is the come and touch a gas station?
Only in Hyrule, but yes.
Let me rewind.
Come
So
and
basically,
touch.
he doesn't have the funds. Oh man, I tried
Sorry.
really hard.
Go ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
Basically, he just didn't have the funds and the time to support his community the way he wanted to, which is why I assume he put the game on hiatus. Now,
Yeah, and sorry, I don't want to cut you. I'm so
no,
sorry.
cut me off.
Okay, great.
bitch.
No, I just mean like this is what I meant earlier when I was like, it kind of leaves it like like open ended because he was given these like donations before to keep it going. At this point, I feel I would feel confident he would get another donation or something to help him keep going again.
I
would hope,
agree,
you know.
but also there's only so much people can donate to someone who's making a full video game to
Yeah.
this ARG, who's running a forum, a website.
On top of that, this is super underground. Like even now, I mean, I will say ARGs and like all the shit that we cover it's gaining traction.
Oh yeah.
But it's still super super underground. In 2011, this shit was probably, I don't know, 400 or 500 people knew about it.
I was 20.
Oh.
Like I was doing all the dumb 20-year-old shit at that time.
Dude, I haven't
like I was not
graduated
doing
high school
this.
yet.
Oh my!
I graduated
Stop!
in 2011.
I can't
Oh my
think
God.
about how old I am. I can't think about how
When
old
did
I
you
am.
graduate?
High school?
Yeah.
2008.
With
Yeah,
those
okay, I was
frosted
2009.
Yeah.
You young bitch.
tips. 2 years. 3 years.
Yeah,
sorry.
you're young.
No, 2 for you, 3 for you.
You still have your youth, Mike.
Barely. My
Hold
knees
on to
crack.
You haven't cracked the 30s yet.
You haven't cracked your third knee either.
Literally every time I bend down, everything in my body cracks.
Something explodes. It's just horrible.
So-
Anyway.
Yeah.
But that being said, Alex, we really appreciate what you've done. Like seriously, like this ARG is so fucking phenomenal. But in 2011, he puts it on hold, and that's where we leave off. But he does have a Twitch channel. which 9 years.
So last year.
So last year, we get a randomly streamed Twitch video of some cryptic ass messages off of his Twitch channel that we are not sure if they are canon or not.
Has Twitch been around that long?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, shit.
It didn't gain traction for a
Yeah,
while.
I only
but
really just started hearing about the popularity on Twitch maybe like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah. I'd say about 5 is when it started getting big. Yeah.
It's the Zoom
Yeah.
of gamers.
Yeah.
But that being said, with these cryptic messages, they only lead us to our 3rd episode of the
Part 3, motherfuckers! We're doing Arc 3 in a little bit.
Arc 3. Rue.
I will say I
What?
apologize in advance for the chaotic nature of it. We are attempting to have 1 day off next week.
We want it so
Attempting.
bad.
So we are going to head right back into recording right after this. So if we get, conventionally stupid,
It's probably because we
apologize.
have a bunch of Maker's Mark in our system at this point.
This episode's also sponsored by Maker's Mark. Not
Yeah,
a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Sponsored by
But
Maker's Mark, but
If
not a
Maker Mark
sponsor.
wants to sponsor us.
But yeah, no, that
Super down. us up.
absolutely, please.
Well, why wouldn't anybody want to taste the deliciousness that is the smooth whiskey that is Maker's Mark?
Man, that's why, right there.
Do you like the taste of tree?
Beans.
I heard dirt and trees
I
put
said
together, so I just heard
beans, so-
D's. Do you like the taste of D's?
Do you like bees in your mouth? Because that's a thing that happens regularly.
Sign offs then, boys. If this is it,
Yeah.
let's sign this episode off.
We
Doug,
just not.
say something to the pretty people at home.
Y'all can find us on YouTube, anywhere podcasts are found, pretty much all the different social media platforms. We're really trying to get our YouTube name out there. The algorithm is fucked.
Yeah, it's
So
stupid.
like us, subscribe, watch the videos. I don't give a shit. Just fucking find us on these platforms. If you want us to be well known, that's the way to do it.
Absolutely. And again, thank you so much to our first Patreon.
Nicole.
Yes,
First
thank
patron,
you.
sorry.
You were a saint.
Yeah.
Nicole.
You are one of the reasons that we stay enthusiastic about this
You're
shit.
the reason I have a pile of teeth in my room right now.
Because you sent them to him.
You didn't
Okay.
have to do that, but you did. And I'm super happy.
Well,
I would also like to...
I wish there was more we could say about this.
About the Patreon?
No, about just I wish we could just talk about this episode and like discuss what we just fucking heard.
Oh,
but,
I mean, I can talk about the Linktree. That's linktree.com/deludipod.
hey, I get it.
And yeah, and how all of our...
It's a link.
Oh
tree.
my god, you're right! Oh my god! It's a link tree. And the Deku tree.
My
Yep.
brain just exploded
Anyway,
out of my anus.
linktree.com/deludipod. You can find us on all social medias at deludipod. Please go on the Twitters, go on the Facebooks, go on the Instagrams, go on everything. Please use Linktree because it has all of it right there. Linktree.com/deludipod.
It's easy.
Thank you. I would love you forever. I will suck on your teeth.
And you won't even, request that.
I will kiss your dad.
Yeah. And please also, we have a Patreon up. It's in its infancy, so please bear with us. But right now you can, at our lowest tier, well, it's $2 a month. It's super cheap. We'll give you a shout out in episode. If we feel like it, we might talk about your name. Talk about the size
We'll
of your teeth.
probably gush over you for a good
At least
10
for now,
minutes.
yeah, for sure. But the second tier gets you a official. I've also made an executive decision on this, and our logo. Well, this iteration of our logo is gonna be called the Computer Creep. So if you go now, $5 a month gets you a shout out in episode, plus a sticker delivery of the Computer Creep logo, which you can use to rep your fucking Deludi swag.
Is that the purple?
What?
Is that the purple?
No.
Oh.
It's our fucking logo on
Oh!
most of our platforms right now.
Yeah.
It's our true to form logo.
Neat.
Absolutely. And also make sure you get on that quick because we are
We are
in the
rebranding soon.
Yeah, we are in the process of debating a
logo
color scheme
change.
logo change. We've had a few people actually send us some potential winners.
Yeah,
So,
I don't want to say
We
that.
got a lot of fan art. We got
yeah.
surprisingly a good amount of things coming our way.
I don't want to
so-
say that anything is limited time because that's kind of a douchey thing to say right now. But
It's
I
not,
mean,
no.
if we change our logo, then that kind of with how like Patreon and everything works, that kind of automatically changes how the stickers work. So
Yep. So
if-
hop on.
if you like the logo now,
we'll call it retro.
Get it while you can.
exactly. If
Get
you like
our
how it is
retro
now, get it while you
swag.
can because it will be changing kind of soon. And we don't know because we don't know how to use Patreon all the way yet. We don't know if there's a way to get that old one back. So get it while you can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, plus, we'll be adding new tiers to it. If you guys want, us to add tiers to it that give you guys bonus content,
Email us
shirts,
at
pens,
Deludipod
whatever
at-
it may be. Let us know, and we'll fucking
Just-
comprehend you guys, and we'll
I would
fucking
also
make it
like
happen.
I would also like to bring up one last segment at the end of the show. I would like to say one email or tweet from a
fuck yeah.
from
Go for it, man.
a listener. So email us a question at deludipod@gmail.com.
Oh,
or
I thought you had one.
no, I don't have one right now. I'm just saying for the future.
Gotcha.
Email us a
Man.
question at deludipod@gmail.com or send us a tweet, #deludipod. We
You
will
will
look
make
at
my
it.
day.
Or send us a tweet at deludipod, and we'll read it on the podcast.
Oh, actually, one last thing I want to tell everyone. We are looking for users to give us spooky stories that have happened
Yes.
to them. We want your paranormal, fucking
Creepy,
UFO, whatever it
unsettling.
may be. We want to know something that's happened to you, and if we like what you have to say, we're going to be having you on our episodes.
Absolutely.
So we're going to be doing a kind of like user creepypasta episode, basically, where we just tell everyone's story. Give us some cool stories. Let us know what you want to do. Let us know what you're doing. Let's go. Run
we
it, bitches.
promise we won't bite. Well,
Do you
if you
get-
ask us to, we will.
Mike will bite your
Yeah.
dad, but that's about it.
He
Yeah.
calls it kisses, but
Hard kiss.
it's like getting a blowjob, but with teeth on
mm.
your upper body.
Anyway, do you guys have any last words? for the
I
people?
always have one last word.
Go for it.
Stay paranoid.
Fuck.
Stay paranoid.
Stay paranoid. No,
Stay
please.
paranoid.
You guys, you have to say this with me. You have to say this with me. On the count of 3, we're gonna tell everyone we know that's listening to this to 1, 2, 3.
Stay paranoid.
Doug, do you have anything to say?
No.
Okay. Shove a pear up your ass. Bye, everybody.
That's really how we're ending.
Hey guys, this is Harrison Isaac from the Secret Silo Show.
Hey, how's it going?
Where we talk about cryptids, conspiracies, and other creepy unknowns with guests. If this is your thing, you should give us a listen. We decided to bunker away from the monsters in life to the safety of our silo, and we hope you'll give us a listen too. For all things creepy, this is your #1 spot.
Yeah.
And that's all.